this is probably the minimal tip of the iceberg. There's probably thousands and millions more South Africans that need such help and such interventions, and it's wonderful that Solly's doing what he's doing, and I'm very grateful that he's allowed me to come with, because you just see the need for tolerance and understanding, and then obviously also for our disabled community as well, that they have access to everything that we have access to, and it's so important that we not only understand them but we're able to assist them so they can be part of our society like they deserve to be. I came back last week. I caught a flight last week after there were indications that we were going to be allowed to start training. Unfortunately, we're just waiting for the go-ahead before we start our training. We've continued on our Zoom sessions, and then once we get the go-ahead from the PSL and government, then we'll move to testing like we've been asked to do, and then hopefully onto the field in our small groups, which I think everybody's excited to get onto. You know, football's in our blood, and this is what we do every day, and everybody's chomping at the bit to get out onto the field again. I think, to be honest with you, the first training session I'm just going to have to take the balls out and let them kick the balls around a bit, because everybody's missed it so much. So, you know, it's been a difficult time, I think, and a frustrating time for everyone, but also a time that we have to be mindful of humanity and what role we have to play as fellow South Africans. I think not only as footballers, I think our lives as South Africans and as human beings on this planet, I think everything will be different. So I think the players, we've made them well aware of what the requirements and the protocols are that we have to follow. It will take a lot of getting used to, like getting used to lockdown, to be honest. So yeah, we have to adapt like every other South African and every other person that lives in the world. Unfortunately, I think it looks like COVID-19 is here for a while, and we will have to adapt as we do to the situation that we've been given. It's been nice to watch some football on TV. Obviously, yeah, a little bit jealous that we'd also like to get back to playing. But I think what's important is to understand the role that, or the position that those countries are in. You know, their peak in terms of the infection rate was over, and it allows them a certain amount of leeway to ease the lockdown and to go back to training and go back to playing. Whereas we're probably only coming to our peak, so it's difficult. You can't really compare apples with bananas. You have to have a look at the situation holistically and see that they've passed that curve from COVID-19, and it allows them maybe to open up a lot more things than we're allowed to at this stage. I think from the beginning I've said this. I think that we want an opportunity to prove on the field that we're not in a position where we want to be, and you want football matches to be decided on the pitch. You don't want football and leagues to be decided in boardrooms. You want them to be decided on the pitch, and it gives us 6 opportunities to collect points and to move our way out of the situation that we're in, you know, and that's all we can ask for. That means that everything lies in our hands, and we have the ability to change our fortunes and to change our situation, which I don't think anybody would not want. Yeah, look, I think no matter if you Sundowns or if you Black Leopards, I think from 1 to 16 the conditions are the same for everybody in terms of where we are. Everybody's almost at the same point, so you know, it creates a little bit of a rush for these 6 games to make sure everybody's fit and technically ready to go and play, and it'll be interesting to see how the games pan out as well. But yeah, it levels the playing fields, and like I've said initially as well, you know, we are in 16th place, but we're only 3 points off maybe 3 or 4 places moving up. So you know, one win in the first game, or it changes everything, you know, and then the whole environment looks different in the league table, and you can take it from there, you know.